Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Yeah, I'm cranking them out at the minute. Um, just got the mood for it, you know. It's AA season, and yeah, just I haven't been doing a lot, sort of. Well, probably for most of this year actually. So I'm just kind of in the groove at the minute. So yeah, so this is going to be the second episode of Plastic Crack in the Attic. Now, you might remember a while ago I had a bit of a dig through a box that came from my parents' loft. And I think I said on that one, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I did, that wasn't everything that I knew was up there. And so I've kind of been having to wait until there was a good time to go round there and help sort through bits and bobs. And it just so happens this past weekend, my brother was over as well, and so between the pair of us we kind of got a load of stuff down out of the loft. Had a bit of a reminisce about some of the things that were up there when we were digging through it. It's like, oh, do you remember this, do you remember this? And we kind of divvied up what we wanted to take basically. So I've got kind of like 3 boxes of stuff here down beside me, a couple of bags and a few other bits and pieces, and this were basically the sort of categories of things that I wanted to take. I let him take all our Matchbox cars. We had like 4 or 5 mini tool case things that when you open them up there were no tools inside, it was like holders for Matchbox cars. And I'm not really that fussed about them, so I let him take those because I think he wanted to pass them on to his little boy, and I think he took a few other bits and bobs as well. I know he took some micro machines, again not something I was that fussed about, but I got the action figures, including all the Transformers. I couldn't believe it. There's a few things when I show you later, you'll wonder why someone wouldn't want to take that, and I'm not going to complain. So, I haven't had a proper dig through the boxes. I kind of know a few things that are in there, but I have only sort of scratched the surface. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to find. I know what some of the major things are, and I picked a few things out amongst the stuff that he took. And yeah, I'll show you those things, and I'll go through the bits that I'm not sure what's going to be in there. So we'll start with the smallest box first. I'm going to leave the Transformers till last, so I'm going to keep you hanging on that. Now, I've got this cardboard box here, and this seems to be basically full of mask. There's probably a few other bits and pieces in here as well, but yeah, it's mostly mask by the look of it. So we'll start with probably the most iconic mask vehicle, Thunderhawk. I don't know if this still works. It appears to be intact, so let's give it a go. Oh, yeah. Wings pop out, back pops out. I tell you what, it's even got the bombs still underneath. Well impressed with that. Driver's not in there, no map tracker, but he might be elsewhere in this box hopefully. What do we got here? That's Gator. That was the first mask vehicle I ever had actually. I'm not going to fire it because it will launch the boat thing or halfway across the room, but yeah, it's missing a few bits there. There's the bomb barrel bit that goes in there. There's a gun I know that fits on the top there as well, and obviously no driver. But let's see what else we find. Right, okay. This, if I remember rightly, is Goliath. Let's see if it still works. There we go. I think went round like so. It's both missiles still in there, and hopefully we're going to see, yes, map tracker and Nevada Rushmore, if I remember rightly, sitting there in the front, both with their masks on. That's a bit of a result. Now there is another piece to this. Is it in here? Is it in here? Doesn't seem to be. Spotted it on top of the other box. It's the racing car that goes on the back of it. Missing the spoiler. Maybe I'll find that somewhere amongst the rest of this as well. Now this should all, if I push this, this should, there we go, convert to the jet mode. Lovely, lovely. That was from like the racing series towards the end of Mask. Commonly, I think it was released over here originally as Mask the movie, but it was just like the racing episodes. Hopefully, if I find, hopefully that spoiler's in the rest in here somewhere, because I think that's complete then. I think this is an Action Force / G.I. Joe plane. This wasn't mine. There's bits falling off it everywhere, but you never know, there might be somewhere else amongst this. What else have we got? I don't remember the name of this one, but I think it was driven by Dusty Hayes, just like Gator. He's in there with his mask. If I take that off, yeah, it's Dusty. Oh, and his mask is just actually broken. The rubber's perished. Yeah, the rubber's perished on the top of the mask. It's just completely shattered. I think there's a missile or something that goes on the front of there. There it is. There it is there. Plug that in. There we go. So that's there. I don't know what that one's called. That was one of the last few they ever did, I think, or I remember anyway. Another Action Force vehicle. I think that was the Armadillo tank. Sort of anti-aircraft gun type thing, I think. More Mask. I think that was Raven. Let's see if this one converts, if I can remember how to do it. I think, button on the side here, it should spin the front round. There we go. Those fold over, doors open. There we go, and push on the back to pop that open. Doors fold underneath. Driver in there with his mask. Is it Calhoun Burns, I think? God, this is worrying that I remember the names, isn't it? There is a disc in the front there as well. I'm not sure how did it fire. It launches discs out of the front here, and there's actually one in there, but I can't remember what you push to launch them. Let's see. There's a button on the top here, but that doesn't seem to. That doesn't seem to do anything. Don't know. I'll come back to that anyway. Other than that looks complete as well. So we've got here more Mask. I think it was a Vampire, I think. Let's see if it still converts. Yep. And then I think you opened those out, didn't you? Yeah, there we go. Oh, what was that? I have no idea what that was. It was one of the missiles out of there. That's gone somewhere on the floor. I'll find that in a minute. Is the pilot here? Yes, he is. Floyd Malloy with buckshot mask. He sits on there somehow. I'll sort that out later. Where's that missile gone? Found it. Found it. Crisis averted. Let's put that back in. Yeah, that's very loose in there. Right, what else have we got? More Mask. I think this became 2 vehicles. I think if I push, that, and then that folded out and it was kind of like a flying skimmer thing. And then this part, I think those opened. I think someone just kind of sat on that. I think it's Bruno Shepherd. Because this was from like those funny ones that. Is his mask in here before? not sure. Yeah, it's just from like this funny line where the vehicle kind of split in two, and then you've got like a clone figure in sort of this sort of translucent plastic. Neither of them are wearing their mask though. There's one of them. There's the translucent one, so let's put that on Urine Piss Man. There we go. And I can't see the other one at the minute. It might turn up as I'm going along though. A bit more mask. There is. Where am I? No, I knew this one was in here because I dug this one out when I was at Mum and Dad's. Just purely because I saw it in there and I wanted to see if I had all the bits. And it's Jacques Lafleur and Glider Strike. This was one of those kind of cheapy ones, probably paid like £1 or something for that. Turns out I think it's a Euro exclusive. Yeah, bit shit, but I always liked Jacques Lafleur. I liked the Volcano truck that he used to drive. More bits of that Action Force plane, random Starcom figure. There's a couple of G.I. Joe guys in here, but I think they've all seen better days as they all seem to be legless. I think what's happened looking at it is that the rubber up in here has perished, and where the legs hook on is just basically snapped. So they've all had it. Hondo McLean, the mask figure. Some more mask here as well. Let's just fix this for a sec. There we go. It's probably that way, isn't it? Pit stop catapult. It doesn't want to stay in place though, but it's kind of converts. I think that becomes like a launcher, and then the tracks come out from underneath. And there he is, Slyrax. And I think the tyres are in here as well for it to launch. I think you just kind of stack them up on there, and then you just they sort of sit in there, and you can. I'm not going to fire it, but you sort of just pull that back. It's kind of on a spring, you see, like that, and that sort of chucks the spiked tyres across the place. Just put it over there. Some more broken Action Force chair. Aha! There's Matt Tracker. He was in there. Ace Riker. I think some of these, this one and the Hondo, I think they're not their normal colours. I think they just came in like a 2-pack with no vehicles, just the man and the mask. I'm pretty sure that's how they came anyway. What else we got? Bit of Mega Force. This one's missing 2 helicopter blades on this side. Unfortunately, this was my brother's. This one, I've got some somewhere else because they're not in this box by the look of it. Dusty Haze, the original Dusty Haze to go in Gator. And that's pretty much it, I think. A few broken bits and pieces. Don't know if anyone remembers those. Pocket Power. You kind of take this off. That kind of formed like a propeller. How did this go? Did that come? Yeah, you took the ripcord thing out. Now this mounted on here, like so, and then there's, where did you feed it through? Was it through there? Through that? Like, yeah, there we go. And what you basically did was you fed that all the way through. There were loads of different ones of these. And then you kind of pulled the ripcord really quick, and this thing should fly away, hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, that works pretty well. I've no idea where that landed. I'll find it in a minute. There's one more of those in here, by the look of it. There's a dragster type thing. The ripcord's missing from that one though. Universal things that probably don't want to work. There we go, I found Bruno Shepherd's other mask and the gun from the top of Gator. Clip that on. Give Bruno his mask. So still missing. I don't know. I just found the back piece of Gator. I'm just missing the barrel then. The actual like depth charge bomb thing. Clips on so, like so. His mask's missing as well by the look of it, unfortunately. Can't see that in here. Sit in there. There you go. Yeah, so I think, as I say, there's a few little accessory type things in here, but I think that's from a He-Man figure. Is it Moduloc? I think it might be. There's the spoiler from the Goliath car, but it looks like something snapped off, unfortunately. That's a shame. Yeah, just found another piece, but look at these bits of plastic. It's all kind of like old, isn't it? So it's going to deteriorate while it's in here. That's annoying. I was hoping to find that completely complete, but there we go. So yeah, that's basically the first box, I think. Yep. Let's move on to the second box. Right, got the next box. This is a lot bigger, this box, a lot deeper. This looks like predominantly He-Man stuff in here, but there's a few other bits and pieces I can see already. This is the box I haven't dug through at all, so I don't really know what's going to be in here, other than what I can see from the top here. There's also a couple of Ladybird Action Force books there. We've got the Dragon Walker. I very much doubt it works, but I think that's all the pieces. I think it's just the two pieces. So yeah, got that. And then we've got my favourite vehicle, Attack Track. The rubber's all sort of perished on the treads, unfortunately, but not surprised by that. But yeah, I always like that one. Yeah, it's dead as a door now. It's probably not even in battery yet. Oh, there we go. What else we got here? Lion-O. The old original Lion-O figure. And this, I can't remember the name of this guy, but I remember the line was Supernaturals. And they had like, let's see, hologram chest thingies. He was the evil leader dude, I don't remember his name. Gnarly Fant or something like that. There's from Rock Lords. That Herc from Inhumanoids. Should have a helmet somewhere. I don't know if it's in here or not, but yeah. What else have we got? More Supernaturals. This was the good leader. I don't know if you can see the hologram very well. What else have we got? Panthro. Does the arm gimmick still work? Kind of, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the legs have fallen off these, but given that they're probably hooked on with rubber, but that's Hordak. Is that Battle Damage He-Man? Yeah, let's see if this gimmick still works. So it's fine, you hit it, it's damaged, and you hit it again, and it doesn't move. And it's really damaged. What else have we got? I can't remember this guy's name, but he had a big hand. Is it Fisto or something like that. Jitsu, is it? I'm not really up on my He-Man these days. I don't really get it too into it, but I sort of vaguely remember some of them. I remember this guy. This this guy was Mossman. I had him as a birthday present for my 6th birthday. I always remember that one for some reason. Is this King Hiss? He's one of his arm protectors has come off because underneath. Oh, that's really stiff. I don't want to break it. I'm really paranoid about breaking things. Oh no, I'll leave that for now. Underneath he's all like snakes, basically. I really want to get that off now, but at the same time I don't want to break it. I'll leave that for now. A very yellowed Skeletor. I'll get you next time, He-Man! Many Faces. There we go. Rawr, monster face. Orko. That's what. Oh, is it Rock On and Rock? Some I don't know. The Rock blokes. That one. And there's another one. Yeah, the other one's in here as well. Oh, this one's got his weapon in it. I don't remember the names. Oh, was it Cobra Khan? Something like that. I think he squirted water. If you push the head down, he had water inside. He squirted water. Mr. T. Pity the Fool. Is it Buzz Off? Something like that, maybe. What else we got here? I don't know this guy's name. He had the tongue gimmick though. Still kind of works. There's some Visionaries in here, but they seem to have suffered the same as the G.I. Joes, or at least that one does. This one's intact. He's very delicate. I'm not going to move that, but that's from Whittaquick, I think. I can feel though the legs are, the waist is very delicate. I'm not going to fiddle with that too much. Another one, dead. Ours on. Because there's his leg, you can see there we go, the rubber's snapped. Bing! Yeah, another Visionary with no legs. Oh, that's a real shame actually, these things have come off. Yeah, and another one, Mordred, his legs have gone. Oh, that's disappointing. Although I've still got Murdoch. I think these were like freebies with Wimpy, like the very early sort of Happy Meal type things. Even got his M16 machine gun there actually. Still holding on to it after all these years, the crazy fool. Some more Supernaturals. I think these were like the little ones. Does that go in there? I think that goes in there. Like a mummy thing, Egyptian one, that one. Stuff falling out the bottom. There's a big hole in the bottom of this. Stuff falling out the bottom. Another one of these gnarly rock lord thingy things. Moduloc, or some of him anyway. There's more bits of him. There's probably some more, even more bits of him somewhere in here. There we go. There's the rest of his legs and stuff. There we go. I don't know if that's exactly how he's supposed to go together, but he's missing a head there. There must be another head in here somewhere. Can't see it at the minute. But maybe I'll come across it. Yeah. Modulock. There's loads of the little mini comics and things in here as well. There's loads. Another Visionary with no legs. This must be a common thing for action figures that use those kind of rubber things. It was kind of like a precursor to ball joints, I suppose. But obviously doesn't stand the test. Obviously doesn't stand the test of time. There's the head to Battle Bones. I did see that elsewhere. I didn't bring it with me actually. I remember this guy. I can't remember his name though. I remember having it though because I really liked his big sort of claw, like some sort of humanoid fiddler crab. There's King Hiss's other arm. What else we got in here? Thundercats book and recording. There's some cassette tapes here. Dilemma of the Double-Edged Dagger, Mr. T. Decepticon Hideout. More mini comics from He-Man. Loads of these. More mini comics. He-Man tape there. A trap for He-Man. Oh, and an Action Force as well. Flint's Holiday. They usually came with the books, didn't they? You kind of got the book and the cassette. There's another cassette. What's that? There we go. There's the Thundercats cassette that goes with that book. Some more books here as well. He-Man. These are the Wings of Doom. He-Man meets the Beast and a trap for He-Man. There's the Mr. T book. Running out of space to put all this. Legions of Power, adventure comic book. Don't remember that one too well, but there we go. More mini comics. Oh no, another Skeletor with his body armor this time. Ah, look at that. Oh, that's almost broken. No, in fact, that is broken. But there is one Visionary who still has his legs. He doesn't have his chest hologram though. Oh dear. Was that off Trapjaw? Trapjaw, is that his gun? Can't see him here. There's Herc's helmet though. And there's like bits and pieces in here in the bottom. Little accessories. Another bit of Modulock. I did like this guy. He's still pretty good. Is it Grislaw or something like that? I want to say Grislaw, but I don't know why. But yeah, I'd have thought that fur would have all got mangled by now, but that actually looks actually brand new, that one. I don't know what his weapon was, if he had one. There's various accessories and things in the bottom here. Now there's Modulock's other head. Another Supernatural. Couple more cassettes. Lion-O's glove. A shield with a big eyeball. Yeah, there's like all the little accessories. Madball's launcher without the head, unfortunately. More mini comics. There we go, Lion-O's Sword of Omens, that's a bit wonky. But yeah, that's basically He-Man's sword. Basically, I think that's, yeah. So aside from a few, there's like lots of little bits and pieces in the bottom here. I don't know why I'm still holding Grislaw. Yeah, it's basically, there's lots of accessories for most of those figures I've just pulled out. But nothing terribly exciting. But then there is the There you go. I think you use that to light up Lionel's eyes, didn't you? There's a battery that goes in there, and you plug it into the back of him, I think. But yeah, there's nothing too much more really to show you out of this box, I don't think. So I'll put these away and we'll go on to the next one. Right, the next sort of collection of stuff I managed to salvage is some Games Workshop stuff. Now I only took a small fraction of it because I haven't got the room for all the stuff we had. And we had there. I found basically a complete set of Warhammer 40,000 second edition, like the game and all the books, as well as the armies we had. There was also Warhammer Fantasy Battle. There was Necromunda. There was Blood Bowl. Basically every game they did back in sort of like the mid 90s. But there's one I salvaged because it's got a sort of kind of a special place for me. That is, and it's quite heavy because it's got everything in it still, Warhammer Quest. And this was kind of like a bit like Hero Quest, if you remember that, but more advanced. So there's all the pieces. Now, sorry, that's just my knife falling on the floor. All the pieces in there still to play the game. Now I hold a sort of a special place in my heart for this one because in 1997 I decided that I really wanted to take part in like what was called at the time the Grand Tournament. And in fact, there we go. I've still got my sort of pass thing for it. Grand Tournament 1997, Warhammer Quest, my name on it. University of Leicester, 30 to 31st of August 1997. Actually, that was the weekend Princess Diana died. That's how I always sort of remember where I was when that happened. I was playing Warhammer Quest. But yeah, I decided I wanted to play. We had like a group of friends who played all the games, but I kind of got really into it and wanted to take it a bit more seriously, so I decided I was going to play in the Grand Tournament that year. By the time I decided, the only game they had tickets left for was Warhammer Quest, or I think at the Epic scale, Titan Legion, Space Marine, whatever it was called at the time. And so I wasn't a fan of that, so I decided to play Warhammer Quest. And in particular, I also managed to salvage the character packs we had. And this is the one I played at the tournament as. I was a Chaos Warrior. And in fact, the model is still in here that I painted back when I was, how old would I have been, about 16, and it's fucking terrible. Let's see if I can get that to focus in so you can see that better. And there he is, there's my Chaos Warrior. I say not the greatest at painting. I never did particularly enjoy the painting side of things. There we go, back in focus. Yeah, I never really did enjoy the painting side of things. So that was kind of like my sort of token effort, because you only had to paint one model to play in that one. So yeah, that was my Chaos Warrior. I also had the Bretonian Knight. Hopefully he's in here. This was, I much preferred the model for this one, because I didn't use the model on the front there. I really liked a particular model they released at the time, and there he is. There you go. As you can see, my painting skills weren't the greatest. I never really enjoyed it. I've painted a few models like in more recent times that are a lot better than this, but even then I only do the odd one or two. I don't like painting. It was the gaming side of things I was into, so I kind of skip painting when I can help it. I think this one was my brother's, the Elf Ranger, and then I also had the Witch Hunter. I don't think I painted this one, I'll have a look. I started, but I didn't finish. The cloak though, I think I was more obsessed with getting the highlighting on the cloak than actually getting the man himself done, but never mind. I think I bought the Witch Hunter because the team that won the Grand Tournament, I remember they had a Witch Hunter on their team and he was just killing everything. So yeah, I didn't bring the other Games Workshop stuff back with me. I mean, I've already got loads of Games Workshop stuff here, like more recent, like 40k stuff, and I've also got some stuff from what's the other games company you play games from? They make Dystopian Wars and Dystopian Legions. Spartan Games, that's it. God, just went straight out of my head for a minute there. So I've got loads of miniature type stuff here already. So I didn't really want to bring loads and loads more here, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I've got to say, there's loads of second edition 40k, Necromunda, Blood Bowl. I don't know if anyone's interested in that kind of stuff or knows anyone who might be, but I don't know what to do with it, to be honest. If I could keep it all, I would, but I just don't think I've got the space for it. So yeah, that was the Games Workshop stuff I brought back with me. So the final thing to look at is Transformers, so let's go to that next. Right, I'll start off. I've got 2 carrier bags here, completely full of the original Marvel comic. There's probably a few other things mixed in with these as well, but yeah, so you've got like old Marvel comics. That's a more newer one, December 19. In fact, that's nearly one of the last few actually. So it's 330. Contrast that with number 76. So these aren't in any sort of order, but there's 2 whole carrier bags full of comics here. That's the first bag, and then another bag completely full. So number 58. Some of these have been bent over and stuff, unfortunately, where they've just been... Oh, what a special issue. Issue 130. Now this will always be a special issue for me, because this is the issue where they ran the Headmasters competition, which I won. And I won a free copy of Rebirth. And I remember receiving that on VHS. It turned up and I opened it up and there was like some paper around the cassette, and I had no idea what it was because I wasn't expecting anything. I'd forgotten about this competition a long time ago, and I started to unravel it, and I remember saying, someone sent me a Transformer, because like the paper had the Transformers logo at the top, and so I unravelled it. It turned out to be the video of the Rebirth, and I think there were like 250 copies they gave away for that. So yeah, I don't have the actual cassette anymore. It got ruined. I watched it that many times that the sound was knackered on it. I think it got thrown away eventually, but you know, that was kind of one of the few tapes we had that we could watch. I think we had Key to Vector, Sigma and War Dawn and Rebirth, and that was basically the only ones I owned. So those ended up getting watched quite a lot. But yeah, so that's the comics done. Let's just move that Warhammer Quest box a second. Now, this is, now you've seen that already, haven't you? You can see what's on the top here. This is kind of like, I think what should be in this box is all the remaining Transformers. There might be 1 or 2 bits missing, I don't know. I've not had a proper dig through this. I do know like there's 3 big toys on the top of this, and I had a quick look at them and found that most of the parts are there, if not all of them, but I need to have a proper look at some point. But as you can already see it, I might as well get it out first. Scorponok. Now he is missing, we noticed there's a panel that flicks over there that he's missing. Whether that's in the box somewhere, I don't know. But his head's there, his guns are there. The chrome is still pretty much mint for the most part, just a few bits on the scratches on the corners. He does have a broken bit, I know in there you can see it's snapped off a bit where his gun mounts on. That, I remember that happened years ago. I don't know if his gun's in here. There is a I won't get all the individual pieces out, but there's an ice cream tub here full of, see, I can't really tell that, full of accessories, of which loads of Scorponok bits are in there. I can't find his gun though. There's the grey cover that went over it, but I don't know about the gun itself. That might be buried somewhere in this box, I don't know. But if it isn't in, I think that might be the only thing that's missing. So that's a bit of a result. I said that was my brother's, and I said to him when we were going through this, do you want to take Scorponok? Because obviously I know how much it's worth. And he was like, no, I'll show it to my son, but after that you can have it. So I wasn't going to turn that down. I say he took what he wanted from the toys, and they were ones that I wasn't bothered about, and the ones I wanted he wasn't bothered about. So all worked out pretty well, really. So next up we have a Metroplex, G1 Metroplex. And again, I think all his bits are present and correct. The only thing I know I am missing is Scamper's little gun. I know that went AWOL a few years ago. But I think the big gun, yeah, his big gun was in there. But beyond that, I think from what I've looked around in here, all the other bits are in here. So it's, aside from the Scamper's little gun, and I know one of Scamper's arms is broken, so basically I need Scamper's left arm, I think it is, and his little gun, and I've got a complete Metroplex. Doesn't look anywhere near as big anymore, does it? Especially when you've seen the new one. And then the other, well, actually there's 4 big boxes in here, I forgot about one of them. Next up we have Ultra Magnus, who's, I think is complete, but these hinges on the side don't stay in place. It does on that side. This one's got one of the clips is partially broken, and one, firing missiles now. One of the smokestacks off the back of the top of that snapped off. But other than that, that's a complete Magnus, I think. And there's another big dot here. Also, there's more instructions and tech specs and stickers. Move those out of the way, come to those in a bit. The other big bot, I'm knocking bits off him, is a complete Power Master Prime. There we go, he's got all his bits as far as I can tell, nothing broken or anything. Needs a bit of a dust obviously, but other than that he's pretty sound. All the stickers are faded and all that kind of jazz, but obviously that's going to happen. Right. What else we want here? I'd hoped I'd find this. My Boglin. I love these. This is one of the medium-sized ones. It was never. It was never. I never had the really big ones. I did have one of the really small ones as well somewhere, but I don't know where it went, to be honest. I did have it. It was balancing on top of my monitor, but I don't know where it's gone. I don't know where it's fallen off. Probably fallen down the back of the computer. Right, what else we got? Oh, that's nice. It still works. Crankcase. Yeah, gimmick still works. Sizzle. Drop it on the floor, Ben. Action Master Croc. A very yellowed blades. Slammer off a Metroplex. I did tell my brother he was welcome to take this one if he wanted to, knowing how valuable it is, but a complete Pretender Monster, is it Firefly or something like that? Not sure of the names, but yeah, he's all there. Gun, fist, backpack, mini robot. Power Glide. That third Power Glide I've got, I think. Twin twist instructions. There's a few GoBots in here. Oh god, that sounds stiff. It's a bit yellowed as well. This sort of, is it a B2 Lancer jet? I think one of his arms is broken off looking at it actually. What else have we got? The forklift one, Spoons I think he's called. What else? Another GoBot. I think this is Stinger, maybe. I don't know where I'm plucking these names from, but it sounds good, doesn't it? Action Master Shockwave, who's gone horribly sort of grey actually, rather than purple. Beachcomber. This is, I was really hoping this would be in here, and this is nothing. I'm just having a moment actually. Nothing special in the slightest, but this is very special to me. This is actually the actual one. That's my very first Transformer there. Wow, he's actually still, will he still transform? Yes, come on. Slide that back. What's back? There we go. Yeah, there he is. My original from when I was about 4 or 5 years old. First one I ever got. It's Warpath. The only thing he's missing, he's lost his rub sign. I wonder if repro labels do rub signs as well as stickers, because I wouldn't mind just putting a new one on there. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just kind of lost for words there for a minute. Some Micromasters. I've already got the Race Patrol. We had these several times. I think me and my brother both had a set of these. Yeah, there's those ones. The Road Patrol car blokes. Gold Bug. Ooh, it's a bit dusty. Rubber tyres are a bit warped, but no, they're not too bad. There he is, Gold Bug. Wide load. God, there's some dust on these. Oh, that was a bit squeaky. Wide load. There should be another one somewhere. There it is. Roll bar. God, these are some proper shit toys, aren't they? But they're great. Hey, another McDonald's. I think I had one in the last box, but this one's got both his arms on. I think this guy was called something like Fry Force. There we go. Still got all his bits. Paint's seen better days, mind. Fizzle. I don't know, they're all the same. One of the Firecons. Is it Cindersaw? Cindersaw? Something like that, isn't it? Brawn, who I know is missing arms, so I won't transform him. Crocs, alligator partner thing. More Micromasters, Tailwind and Tote, I think. Part of the Decepticon Racetrack Patrol. I think the other one I already had in the other box, which is the blue car. So there's the other three. G1 Decepticons. Not got many of those. Is that off Action Master Devastator? Maybe. I think. It's missing the legs there. One of the Battle Patrol. Sunrunner, Flak, Sidetrack, and is it Big Shot, that one? Big Shot? I think it's Big Shot or Long Shot. Construction Patrol, I think I had the other one in the other box. That's part of the Autobot. Air Strike Patrol, Air Patrol. There's the other one. I know the other two are in the other box that I had before. And another one of the Decepticon Air Patrol. There's also in here some Micro Machines Bullet Trains. I'm the track. That's all the Transformers in here. There's a few other bits in here, and these are there's a couple of bits in here I'd already pre-separated out. Mega Force. It took me a long time to remember what this was called. All I could remember was this toy. I couldn't remember what it was called or anything like that. Eventually managed to work it out, and yeah, it's here. I think the tank that goes on it is in that bag as well somewhere. I know the shuttle comes off. Can't remember what this is called though, this vehicle. That's pretty cool. Then I also wanted, I found my original Road Blasters, which is a Road Razor. I found this was in with the Matchbox cars that my brother took, and I saw this and I was like, yoink. The plastic armour wasn't in with him, but I found that in another box we were rummaging around in. So there's that one. That's going to stay on my desk, I think. This was my brother's, but he let me have it. It's Turbo Special, the police car. There was another one I got. I couldn't find. Annoyingly, this one's missing a piece, and I couldn't find it in any of the boxes. It's missing the bonnet piece. This is Streak or Streaker or something like that. I don't think it says. No, it says Dodge Daytona Turbo Z or Turbo Z. I'm sure it was Streaker or something like that it's called, but yeah, he's missing the plastic bonnet that goes on there, unfortunately. The rest of them's there. And then the only other thing that I kind of found, I found a load of our Ring Raiders. All these planes on sort of flight stands. There's quite a few of these in here. I even managed to find all, like, for these big ones, these are meant to be like big bomber type ones, I think. They have little missiles that clip on underneath that you pull this bit on the back and it drops the bombs. And I found all the bombs, which I was quite impressed with. So even after all this time, the bombs were still there. I think, yeah, so there's quite a few of them in here. One of the bigger ones. That's kind of cool. So ME262. Didn't even know about that. But yeah, that basically, I think that is everything. So unfortunately, no Scorponok gun, unless it's buried in the accessories and I missed it the first time through. But I can't really complain about basically finding a 95% complete G1 Scorponok for no cost whatsoever. So yeah, these are obviously in dire need of a good clean. My hands are absolutely filthy now. So yeah, this has been another episode of Plastic Crack in the Attic. As far as I know, we've had the majority of stuff down now. There might be the odd bits and pieces hanging around up in there, but this looks like it's pretty much it now. So yeah, loads of cool stuff lurking around. There were other bits and pieces, as I say, that I went through. Kind of more out of curiosity than anything else. There's a box load of Zoids as well, actually. I'm not sure whether I'll keep them or not. Not sure. But yeah, it was kind of interesting to go through all this old stuff again, because me and my brother, we were sat there having a bit of a dig. I didn't have time to like properly go through it all at mum and dad's because I was going out to see some friends. But we were just like finding random things and like, oh, do you remember this? Oh, do you remember that? Yeah, it's quite a trip down memory lane really, because there's got to be like, how old would we have been? Probably, there's probably about 10 years worth of, maybe slightly more, 10 years worth of stuff that we accumulated that was up in that loft, and so here it all is. God knows how many years later. Yeah, I'm kind of overawed by the sort of task of having to clean all this up now, because it really is dusty. But yeah, I think I'll wrap things up here. I hope I've not rattled on too much, and that you've been vaguely interested in seeing what kind of stuff I had hidden away in my parents' loft. So yeah, thanks for watching if you've made it all the way to the end. I'd love to do another one of these if it does turn out there to be any more stuff up there, but as I said, I'm not really expecting anything. This was pretty much everything I knew was hanging around, but I'll quite happily do another one if that turns out not to be the case. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.